Hello everyone, this is Blade here, and I'm sorry I haven't been uploading any new videos lately due to college and other crap. Anyway, this is the first Yandere love story that I'm going to be reading. It's called Less Love, Yandere Levi XOC Captain. The story is a Yandere boy and boy love story when Captain Roy Hawkeyes finds out that his boyfriend was cheating on him with a young cadet named Aaron Yeager. Tragedy happens when a recon mission, when Captain Roy Hawkeyes was devoured by a Titan. Somehow he survived, unaware that himself is a Titan shifter. From that day, Roy became cold-hearted, fearless, and emotionless. As the months passed by, people began to hear rumors of a one-man army outside the walls, killing Titans and regaining lost land. Seeing if the rumors were true, the Survey Corps went out to investigate. They were shocked to see Captain Roy Hawkeyes alive. When Captain Levi's eyes lit up laid on Roy once again, this feeling came to him, as Levi promised himself that he will never lose Roy again, even if it means chaining Roy to a cell. Ooh. Anyway, Chapter 1, Roy's point of view. Today something was off. My boyfriend of 1 year, Levi Ackerman, wasn't talking to me at all. I didn't know what was up with Levi, but whatever. I would catch him looking at me and he would avoid eye contact. Today was our first anniversary. He didn't even talk to me, held my hand, or do anything like a boyfriend should. But knowing Levi, he was really don't show any signs of caring. I was quite disappointed, but what's the matter to me is Levi. I was worried about him. I was walking down the hall of the Survey Corps HQ. I saw Levi talking to Cadet Aaron Yeager. I believe that was his name. Hearing their whispers and promises, I managed to know what was off about Levi. He didn't love me anymore. He was cheating on me. I will break up with him today, I promise, Aaron, Levi whispered, caressing his cheek in one of his hands. He never moved on me for the past year. But there he was doing the things that he should be doing to me, but he was doing to him. Tears rolled down my cheeks as I sleepily made my way back to my office, making sure I wasn't seen by the two lovebirds. As I was filling out paperwork when I heard someone knock on my door. State your name, rank, and business, I said in my monotone voice. Roy, it's me, Irvin, I heard my commander said. I got up and answered the door. Sir, I said, looking at him with an emotionless. Roy, I want you to go deliver some papers to Levi as soon as possible. With that, he left my office. I went to go deliver the papers to Levi. Stay strong, Roy. You can do this, I told myself as I walked down the halls. Heading to Levi's office, once I got to his office, as I sighed and opened the door, I was shocked to me more as I found Levi and Aaron making out. I walked over to his desk. Here, Irvin wants you to look over these papers, I said in my monotone voice, but there's a bit of darkness in that time. I had my emotionless look on my face. I placed the papers on his desk. Aaron's eyes widened, and Levi was shocked to see me. I turned to look at them. Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting something? Sorry about that. I'll be leaving then, I said. Aaron was about to speak to me when I gave him my best fake smile and turned on my heels. I walked out of the room and closing the door behind me. As soon as I closed the door, tears fell down my eyes. I began to walk down the hall like nothing even happened, but that didn't last. I began to pick up speed. Now I was running. I made it to my room. I locked the door as I didn't want anyone to see me crying. Levi's point of view. My inner conflict was getting on my nerves. What just happened? To see Roy catching me kissing Aaron. Roy only smiled, but I was the only one that could tell that he was looking at me. He was crying, but he forced that smile on his face. As he walked away, as my head started to yell, "Go after him. Tell him that you love him, not Aaron." "I love Roy, not him, you idiot." I never had the guts, though. I loved Aaron, but I loved Roy more than myself, for sure. Roy meant the world to me. As me and Aaron just looked at the door where Roy left. Roy's point of view. I sat on the floor, held the charm that it was a wolf spirit that my father gave it to me before I left to the walls. I held it closer to my chest and started crying. "I'm a captain, for God's sakes. I shouldn't be crying," I said as I thought about what a captain should look and act like. An asshole, or cold-hearted and emotionless, but not me. I'm very friendly to everyone, too kind for my own good. I thought as I opened the locket that I always wore. It had a picture of me and my big sister. I smiled as I looked at the picture, only making a few more tears roll down my eyes. "Oh, Denise, I'm so lost. I followed my heart, but it led me to a dead-end road. I miss you so much. I never felt so alone. I hate being alone. I don't know what to do anymore. I wish you were here," I said, crying while looking down at the picture of Denise. I wiped my tears away and turned off my emotions and left my room stone cold. Aaron's point of view. I heard Roy saying what Roy was saying. I felt so bad for what I've done. I couldn't take to see Roy suffering in what I did. I saw him walk out of his room. He turned to me and to look at me, but I was shocked to see that there was no emotions. Cold-hearted. I could tell by the way he was looking at me, or should I say glaring at me. "What makes you think I want to see you right now?" he asked in a cold heart and hate in his voice that made me jump, not wanting to look at him. I wanted to say I'm sorry, I said as he walked closer to me, making me walk back up until my back was against the wall. Roy looked at me with hate in his eyes. "You think I'm sorry will fix everything, Cadet Yeager?" Roy said in a cold-hearted voice. My eyes widened. He never called me by my last name. He always called me Aaron. I was cut off by Roy. "No, it won't, Cadet. Just leave me alone and stay away from me," he said, making me shake in fear. I never knew Roy could go cold-hearted, I thought, as I just nodded as Roy left. I sighed and I knocked on Levi's door. I heard him say, "Open." I opened the door. Levi's eyes widened. "Roy." He was shocked to see me. Kind of happy too, but that's not why I'm here. I sighed as I looked at Levi. "Levi, we need to break up." The moment I said that, I saw a hint of hurt rushing to his face, but I shrugged it off. I stood there, heartless, but the truth be told, I was about to break down crying. But nothing that he presents pretending at all. "Roy, why?" "Levi, do you know what day is it today?" I asked. I chuckled lightly, almost sounding a bit dark. "It was our first anniversary." His eyes widened. Guilt was only the emotion he had on his face. "However, I noticed that you were acting a bit off today, and I wondered why. But when I found the reason, I was walking down the halls today." Levi's eyes widened as he was about to speak, but I cut him off. "Do not cut me off, Levi." I chuckled again, but darker. I tried to be cheerful in the matter, but trying not to let my anger get the best of me. "I love you, Levi. I really do. But if you cannot find happiness with me, I'm setting you free. I just hope that you have a great life with a great person who you would find happiness with, okay?" I said, as with my big fake smile I used earlier on him when I caught him making out with Aaron, still smiling at the speechless now ex-boyfriend. While holding his hand, I opened it as I slipped off the promise ring he bought for me out of my hand and placed it in his. I let go of Levi's hand, making sure all the warmth goes along with me. Now, turn that frown upside down, I said, making him try to smile, but it wouldn't make any movement. Just look at me with eyes were filled with sadness, hurt. I couldn't stand to see him like this. I turned on my heels and I was about to walk out of his office, but turned again. For the record, I sighed, giving him a fake smile. Aaron seems like a great guy. You shouldn't lose him, I said, walking out of Levi's office, and tried my best not to cry. Levi's point of view. I was doing some paperwork, thinking of Roy. I love Roy more than myself. Roy meant the world to me. I pulled out of my thoughts when I heard someone knock. Come in, I said in my monotone voice. My eyes widened to see Roy. Roy, I said, shocked to see him in front of me. Roy sighed. Levi, we need to break up. My whole world torn apart. The only guy I truly loved spoke. My heart was broken to a million pieces. Roy, why? My voice sounded hurt. Levi, do you know what day is it today? Roy asked. I stood there as I heard Roy chuckle. It's our first anniversary. My eyes wide and guilt filled my face. However, I noticed that you were acting a bit off today, so I wondered why. But when I found it, the reason I was walking down the hall, my eyes widened as I was shocked as Roy saw what happened in the hall earlier. I was about to speak when Roy cut me off. Do not cut me off, Roy chuckled. He was trying his best to be cheerful in the matter. I love you, Levi, I really do. If you can't find happiness with me, then I'm setting you free. I just hope that you will find the greatest life and the greatest person who would find happiness with. Okay? Roy said, smiling at me. I was speechless. Roy, who said while holding my hand and opening it, slipping off the promise ring I bought him out of his hand and placing it into mine. Roy let go of my hand, making sure all warmth go with him. I was shocked. How can this happen? I thought, as when Roy said, now turn that frown upside down. He motioned for me to smile, but I wouldn't make any motion. I just looked at him with eyes full of hurt, sadness. Roy turned on his heels and was about to walk away, but turned again. For the record, he sighed, giving me a small fake smile. Aaron seems like a great guy. Don't lose him, Roy said as he walked out of my office, closing the door behind him. I didn't care if I lost Aaron. In fact, I didn't care anymore. I lost Roy. How could this happen? Or what could happen worse? I thought as I slid down the door, looking at the promise ring Roy gave me earlier. Tears rolled down my face.